Hi everyone. This video is by request because I saw that many had a few issues with the PeriPage tattoo stencil printer. And most of the time it's only little issues that you guys are having with this. It's since it's the cheapest one you can get, it always come with few little things that you need to work. And this one, it's pretty simple, and let me show you from start to end. So this is the PeriPage P90 printer. First thing you will need to do, it's to go on your phone, computer, or tablet, and you will go to the App Store. So let's go to the App Store. You're gonna type PeriPage. So PRIPAGE. All right, so now it's gonna bring you to this. So this is the app you want to have. All right, so you're just gonna install it, download it. I have it already downloaded, so let's open it. So now it's now opening. All right, this is the new configuration of the app. First thing you're gonna need to do is to pair your printer with your phone. To do so, you just go to the settings, Bluetooth. You'll find the PeriPage, click on it, and it's gonna work. And you can also click right here, all right, to connect the device. So once you're all done, you see the different printers here. You're gonna go to tattoo printing. The app lately, it takes time. See, that's the thing with tattoo printers, tattoo apps. Most apps who goes with printers usually sucks. So I will tell you what to do if you need to do it. So now you're in a tattoo printer. You're gonna upload your drawing, whatever. Let's just select this one. Oh, you have to check mark the top and then bring it to the page. Once it's in the page, you click the image to make sure there's an orange line all around it, because otherwise you won't be able to use these features. So the features you have, they updated it. You have different selection, but I don't know where they select their selection from. This is not an app to post on Instagram. It's to actually do tattoo stencils. So you select the one the most appropriate for your stencil, and most of those, honestly, it sucks. All right, so what I usually do, it's I download a second app. The app is Snapseed, because there's one thing you guys will see with the printer. It's when you transfer your image to the printer setting, the image will print flip. So all the writing gonna be upside down. It's gonna be shitty, or your image will be flipped. So what you gotta do, you go to an alternative app. This one is Snapseed. Snapseed is great. It does what I need to do with it. But I suggest for people who are more advanced with apps to get Procreate. Procreate, you'll be able to do so much more. You'll be able to make your own stencils. To me, it's the best app. But for beginners, Snapseed, it's what you need to get, because Snapseed, it's easy, it's user friendly. You can actually do whatever you want. and the actual setting, the looks or whatever, they're much better than the PeriPage. So what I do is I fix them with this one. I go to tools and rotate. You get the flip image. So I flip the image. I'm done. I save the image, and that's the image I'm gonna print. I know it's on the opposite side, but once it will print the right side. All right, so now we have our image ready to print. So let's go back to the PeriPage app. All right, and I noticed that the PeriPage app sometimes lag, sometimes it close on you. Like I said, usually the app for these things are never the best one. So you see it opened on the last one. Most of the time when it does that, it's gonna shut the app and you'll start over again. All right, so now since I made a different picture, I will reopen the app because they actually did what I was telling you. So once we're on it, let's upload our picture. Right, that's the flip image. All right, now it's in the app. Once it's in the app, you can still fix it if you need to. I just bring that down. It makes it easier to make it the size I want to print. And there's something that I notice, the scale. If you don't want to have piece missing on top, always go to 10-20 centimeter for the top there, and in the bottom, that's the lowest you can go. So to make sure it fits on the page, you don't have anything missing, you have to notice those 10 centimeter. You can have it in inch right here. In inch, I would say like 1 inch. So now let's prepare the printer. All right, and with my printer, I always have this to measure and have the exact measuring of what I want on my page and how big I want it on my page. So first thing first, you're gonna turn it on. To turn it on, you have to hold the button 3 seconds, about 3 seconds. There's a little button here, you have to push on it to open this part. All right, now the paper usually they arrive like this. All right, you need to prepare this because that don't work with this. First thing you got to do is to remove this one, and the second part you're gonna have to do is to remove this one. But to remove this one, that's very important, you need to cut them really close right here. All right, for the simple fact that if you pull on it, it's gonna jagged this part, and when this part is jagged, that's where you have issues with feeding the paper into this and keep the paper straight as it's printing. All right, so I have one already prepared here. The back been removed. If you look, you still see the yellow because I cut it, I don't rip it. All right, so now I only have 2 pieces, the top and the ink. Now let's feed it in. When you feed it in, you bring it in, and as you push it in slowly, you'll see, like, first of all, you'll see on the printer there's tiny little things on each side. All right, so the paper has to be between those. So you feed the paper by the top, and when it's in, feed it like this. You'll feel the printer going boo. That's what you want before you close this, because otherwise you're gonna get this. See, the printer seems to be ready right now, right? But that paper is not well adjusted. I didn't push it to the end to fill it. But I'll try to print it. So I'm gonna push on print. It's gonna pair their printer with the device. If it's not, all right, it's gonna bring it there, and you click the green little piece. See, nothing's working. And listen, you hear this. When you hear this, push the green button. That's gonna end the process of printing. That means that the paper is not well placed. And this is new. I've never seen this before because they updated the app. They were telling you what might be wrong with it. All right, so now I'm gonna reopen it. Now I'm gonna feed it properly. I'm pulling it back, putting it straight. I feel the little mortar, and I gently close this. When it's closed, how do I get rid of this? All right, now that it's closed, let's attempt it again. And sometime it might take you few seconds. Honestly, it's no problem, just because taking 2 seconds, it's so much better than having to draw it. All right, drawing it is gonna take you a lot longer than just troubleshoot this. But this is how this printer works. There's few little bugs. Once you know the little bugs, you can work them out. So this is what happened with this. Once it's done, and you get your stencil print on the right side that you want it to be printed. All right, so this is what you need to know about this printer. So there's alternating apps. Sorry my language, because I'm French. I'm trying to reach as much people by doing it in English. Yes, you can get other apps. You can get Procreate. Procreate is the app most tattoo artists use, so you can use that if your knowledge is up there. If not, use Snapseed to fix your image before bringing it to PeriPage app to be able to print. So this is what people have for issue. It's the paper feed, the flipping app. This is the most common issue people get with this. Besides that, this is a perfect tool for tattoo artists. So hope this helped. Peace, and see you next time on another video.